Turn your dreams into reality. He's 102 years old, and he has published his first book. Cody joins George Langley in studio with more. Hey.
Absolutely, and his friend Alice as well. Thank you guys for coming on the show today. It's an honor, George.
Don't know about that, but I'm glad you think it is.
Oh, absolutely, sir. I've been working on 4 books for at least 10 years.
Yeah.
What is the secret to finally finishing this thing?
It's very simple. Just sit down and tell yourself, I'm going to do it.
Just do it.
And never and do it. And you don't want to quibble or about anything. Just do it.
Just do it.
And then go back and look at it and say, oh my God, that wasn't so bad. I'll change this. I'll change that. And pretty quick, you'll be doing it.
Now, how long have you had this idea for this book?
Well, I don't know. They got started a long time ago, and I had it was a result of a dream.
Okay.
And my daughters urged me to write about it, and I started. Nothing would come out, so I quit. And then one day I said to myself, "Hey, you know what? You put a lot of time in there, and you haven't done anything with it." Well, that's right, I haven't. Why not? I don't know. Well, why don't you start? Well, I guess I could. And I got started writing, and then it began to flow. And I found out that that's what the old is. Once it starts, you make that big step, it'll come. And the beautiful part of it is you can write it down and go back and look at it and change it.
And re-edit it. You know
Right.
what? I ask every author that comes on the show that story, that question about how to finish it.
Yeah.
I think that might be the best advice I've ever gotten.
Well, it's a thing that I'm sure. I'm not an expert author, but I can tell you that a good ending is highly important. What do? Well, you search for it. And in my particular case, I just left it with a guy sitting there trying to make up his mind whether to do this or that. And that way, the people can make any kind of an ending they want to it.
Oh, nice. So it's got like a cliffhanging empty. Huh?
Yeah. Well, when you get down to it, people are going to have different reactions to what you write. And why not leave it just hang in midair?
That's brilliant, George. That's brilliant. I love it. I absolutely love it. How did you guys meet, Alice? How did you meet George?
We met at church, and I became his deacon. So we became really good friends. We've done a lot of fun things together. He likes to go on wine tours.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
I'll go with you guys the next time. That'd be
He
good.
does. Yes, you could. He has a few of his favorites. He's a very interesting man.
Yeah, George, you are a fascinating guy, and I understand you got another book in you.
I do.
Uh-huh.
I have a book about Mars.
About Mars, okay.
Mars. Well, that's the only planet that's close enough for us to even think about. We can reach Mars now. We could go there and arrive and take enough stuff with us to live there, probably. But we don't know we have a lot of stuff that we think we know. Actually, we know very little. And so I think that's part of the. I got started at it, went off and on, and then when I found out, I said, I'm going to do it.
Gonna do it.
And I did.
Again.
Oh, well, that wasn't too bad.
George, thank you very much. I cannot wait to read the second book. Thanks for coming on today. The book is called Slatterland by George Langley, his first book at age 102. Appreciate it, George.
Well, it's been my enjoyment, and I'll tell you, I hope you get into it because I think you a person with your background should have a lot to say.
Well, thank you, George. I'm fired up now. I appreciate that. Stick around. We got more in the show coming.